I want to draw your attention to an extensive research initiative by the MacArthur Foundation called the Digital Media and Learning Initiative. This project is funding research all over the United States, projects that are examining the way youth use digital media and the implications of their behavior on education. One of the projects at USC and UC Berkeley just released the findings of their 3-year ethnographic study of youth and digital technology. Their report summarizes 2 significant findings. 1. Youth use online media to extend friendships and interests. The majority of youth use new media to hang out with friends they know from offline contexts, school, religious organizations, sports teams. A smaller group of youth connect to peers through online interest groups, such as gaming, creative writing, or other artistic endeavors. 2. Youth engage in self-directed, peer-based learning online. Youth are acquiring digital literacy through self-directed, exploratory learning. Whether in a friendship-driven or interest-driven context, youth are creating new forms of expression and rules for social behavior. We'll go over the implications of these findings in a minute, but I want to draw your attention to another excellent, regularly updated resource for research-based information about technology's impact in our lives, the Pew Internet and American Life Project. Let's take a look at some of their statistics. According to a 2008 study, 94% of teens ages 12 to 17 go online, accessing internet from their homes, school, friend's house, or library, and more than half of those who do go online do so on a daily basis. A 2004 study by Hinduja and Pachin cites email and chat as the top activities while online, followed by research for school projects, personal interests, and games. That study is already 5 years old, and email has already been deemed obsolete by many adolescents. The more preferred methods of communication now are social networking sites such as MySpace and Facebook, instant messaging services such as AIM or Yahoo Chat, and text messaging through cell phones. 64% of teens have created some kind of content online, whether it be a blog or online profile on a social networking site. 58% of teens have a profile online, which is up slightly from 55% reported in the 2005 study by Hinduja and Pachin. Girls, particularly older girls, are more likely to use social networking than boys. 70% of girls have profiles online, compared to 57% of boys. Another Pew study from 2007 reports some other gender differences in online behavior amongst youth. Girls seem to be more likely both to blog and to post photos online, while boys are almost twice as likely to post videos. According to Hinduja and Pachin, demographic information that had no effect on online behavior were income and race. This is an important finding. Access to technology and equity in education are 2 areas that see a great deal of variance, and the market has responded with low-cost devices and free wireless hotspots. If we look into the future a little bit, it's safe to say that connecting with people, organizations, and ideas is going to be more personal, more mobile, and more immediate. The implications of these facts and projections are clear. Digital literacy is not just for certain subgroups of youth, the gamers or the geeks. It's for all young people. Because as we learned, youth are garnering all kinds of skills on their own, going to each other as experts and creating digital content at a tremendous rate. And adults have a role to play here. For one, we need to facilitate youth engagement with digital media. Though not necessarily characteristic of educational institutions, the transitions towards social and intellectual exploration through digital media will provide a sense of meaning and empowerment for young learners in the 21st century. One thing we know for sure: the more that participation in social media is denied in youth, the more it is desired. Youth culture and social relationships have inevitably gone digital, and trying to separate that out from the rest of their lives is to make them irrelevant. But Web 2.0 is not without its drawbacks. For one, it's easy to create a new email address, social networking page, blog, or IM alias. These can be created with real or fake names, used once, and abandoned at no cost. As more and more communication goes digital, we are confronted with the concept of being anonymous online. Many kids hide behind the computer screen to speak their minds or to bully others, seemingly without retribution. Indeed, the safety and comfort of home has been invaded by a faceless cyberbully. And often the physical isolation of the target makes his or her pain invisible to the perpetrator. The concept of dehumanization is used here in reference to these online interactions, that in fact the absence of a flesh and blood person deletes the capacity for empathy, which in turn creates an environment ripe for cyberbullying behaviors. In our next section, we'll discuss adolescent development and how it plays a critical factor in the growing problem of cyberbullying.